Good afternoon. I'm Gwen Mitchell from Moyo Institute. Welcome to Moyo Minutes. We're in the process of talking about the 7 chakras, these main power centers for the human body, energy system. The chakras are located in the subtle body, from the tip of our spine up through the crown. And as we energize them and they become healthy and balanced, more spiritual energy flows through our body, through our mind and spirit. We are able to make healthier choices in terms of our thoughts, words, and actions, and we feel more joy in our lives, and our lives become transformed. The first 3 chakras are associated with external power, and most illnesses originates from the loss of energy in these first 3 chakras, regardless of where the illness is showing up in the body. So today we're going to talk about the root chakra. It's called Muladhara, which means root support in Sanskrit. It's also known as the doorway to the divine. The color for the Muladhara is red, wearing red. And it's located at the base of the spine, actually in the perineum region. And the mantra for it, the bija mantra or the seed sound for that chakra is lung, lung. And for the first 3 chakras, including this one, we have our hands in this mudra, thumb tips touching the tips of the index fingers, and our palms resting skyward on our laps. The element that's associated with the root chakra is the earth. It's about being grounded. The organs that it supports are the base of the spine, the legs, the bones, the feet, the rectum, and the immune system. So the root chakra, the Mooladhara chakra, is about our connection to tribe, our ability to be in the world safely and securely, the ability to provide for life's necessities, our ability to stand up for self, for feeling at home, and for both law and order in the family and in society. When this chakra is out of balance, we experience feeling insecure, disconnected, territorial, abandoned, sometimes depressed and anxious. It's also the place where our addictions start to form when this chakra is out of balance. We can experience chronic lower back pain, sciatica, varicose veins, rectal tumors or cancers, depression, and immune-related disorders. The fear is about our physical survival, and the place where we actually find ourselves moving sexually is to procreate. We're driven a lot by the sexual energy that's about ensuring that the species survives. For instance, any species that feels threatened, the natural response is to create more of its members so that it can survive. And I invite us to think about this, especially as groups who are in a situation where, or in a society where we feel oppressed, or we see the life being snuffed out of people who look like us, talk like us. There's a kind of a basic primal desire to survive, and thus we find more beings being created because of the sexual drive. There's a lot to think about when we think about the the tribal influence. The tribal influence, the greatest, the closest one to us is our family. And, we are actually bonded to the family at the root chakra. And that influence also affects how we see the world. A lot of our programs and conditioning that happens through the tribe. And it shapes the way we show up in the world and the way we react and respond in the world. The message of whether or not the world is a safe place to be or a dangerous place to be, these are messages that come from that initial connection to the tribe. And I want you to think about that a little bit, because we do have issues about whether or not the world is safe. I'd share a story about having done a rebirthing session and sort of energetically and spiritually re-entering the womb of my mother to go through that birth journey again. And in that womb, I saw crosses burning, which signaled to me that my mother was experiencing a lot of fear about safety in the world at the time that I was in her womb, and that these messages were being passed down to me genetically. And so it really speaks to the kinds of issues that I've had to struggle to overcome in this life, and that also that we as African American people have had to deal with in this life and in this country. So these messages about whether or not the world is a safe place to be are reinforced in our early childhood experience as well, with our parents telling us not to talk to strangers, or that it's not safe to be in a certain area. All of it is for their care and concern for our well-being, but these messages become embedded in our unconscious, and they shape how we show up as adults in the world as well. So today, what I'd like to invite you to do is to contemplate a few questions. And one of them is, what beliefs did you inherit from your birth family about how safe the world is? Another one is, have you outgrown those beliefs or chosen different beliefs based on your life experience? A third one is whether or not there are relationships in your family, in your tribal group, your primary support group, that need healing. And if there's anything that you can do to take a step towards that healing. Finally, I'd like for you to ask yourself, what are the blessings that you receive from your family, from your tribe? And with that, I want to invite you to allow your attention to move to the tip of your tailbone, feet flat on the floor, spine erect, fingertips and thumb tips touching, hands skyward on your lap. And visualize the color red at the base of your spine. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and we're going to intone the Bij mantra associated with the Muladhara chakra. Lung, lung, lung. Feel the vibration of that chakra as it activates. and hold the intention to bring that chakra into balance. And now, I would like you to visualize golden light moving into this chakra from around the base of your spine. This is Kundalini energy, life force energy, that actually awakens and stimulates the chakras. So let's see that golden light turning that red chakra into gold. And see whether or not you can feel it differently as it fills with golden light. Take a deep breath and release. Bring your hands together, knowing that you're deeply rooted, that this energy is anchoring your being, that roots are coming down from your root chakra into the earth, through your feet, grounding you to the center of the earth, where golden light is nurturing those roots. Let's express our gratitude to Source, the God of our understanding, to our teachers, to our guides, to all who help us on our spiritual journey. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Peace within, peace without, peace all around us. Ashe. Deep breath, relax. Thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Gwen Mitchell from Moyo Institute. I look forward to seeing you for our next session.